So this is Mrs. Williams. She is going to be the guidance counselor of the incoming 6th grade.
So, Ms. Williams, what is the role of a guidance counselor at Nauset Regional Middle School?
Well, the role of a guidance counselor at the middle school is, how do I describe it? It encompasses a lot of different aspects. So the role for a counselor in 6th grade is to really make sure the transition is going smoothly for 5th graders coming into the 6th grade. Now we have a unique school, and that's a regional school, and we have students coming from 5 different school districts, plus we have school choice students. So it's really, we try to make sure that all of the students are feeling comfortable, are feeling welcomed, are feeling like they're meeting other friends and connecting with other students in a positive way, and of course that they also are connecting with teachers. So the transition in 6th grade can be pretty overwhelming at first, and oftentimes students find that within the first day they're feeling very much at ease and are feeling like there's nothing scary about the middle school. I think for students they feel like it's so big, and they're just by the mere fact that the school is bigger than the school they came from, it can feel a little intimidating. But I think once most students get here within the first few days, they feel very reassured that there's nothing scary about it and that they're going to be able to find their way around. And so as a counselor in 6th grade, we really are focused on making sure that everyone is feeling at home in the middle school. We are at lunch duty every day. That's one thing that we do, and that's a nice way to connect with kids. We also respond to any problems that might happen. So if someone is upset about something, or there's an issue that they feel like they need to talk with someone, we would become involved then and would sit down much like we are now in my office and talk that through, and maybe involve teachers or parents if necessary. So that's the main role.
Now, what is a support system like at Nauset?
The support system at Nauset, we like to think that students are kind of have like a net under them. So we want to make sure that students feel like if they have any problem or any concern whatsoever, or even just a simple question, that they can ask any adult in the building. So the support system at Nauset, what we hope is in place is that a student can go to any adult, whether it's a teacher or an educational assistant or a counselor like myself, and ask a question or ask to get help with something. And then the teacher, if they are not able to help the student, or it's something that they need to contact me, for instance, will call me or will contact me to assist the student. So there are many adults in the building that are available to support students. Support in terms of academics, all of the team teachers are very easy to talk to, or very accessible, meaning that if a student has a question, they can talk with this teacher after class. If a parent has a question, they can call the teacher, they can email the teacher. So even though our size is bigger, our school is bigger, we like to think that it's very easy to reach out and talk to someone if there's any question or concern.
Do you have any more messages for your incoming students?
Oh, that's a very good question. Well, one is I would reassure them it's going to be okay. I think that a lot of times students coming into the 6th grade have a lot of mixed feelings. They're excited, but they also tend to be a little bit nervous. Some of that I've already spoken about, but I think the size of the building is something that is commonly a concern of a 5th grader. I think meeting new students is a concern, getting lost, what the teachers are going to be like. Are they going to like me? Are they going to be nice? What if I forgot my homework? Am I going to have a detention? And sometimes kids feel like, it's going to be a lot different than their school that they're coming from. But I think a lot of times they find that it's not that different in terms of them feeling like they know their way through the school day. I think there are some major changes with having different classes and switching classes every day or every class period, a lot of the things that students are initially concerned about turn out to be the thing that they love the most about the middle school. Having more freedom, being able to sit down for a class and then 55 minutes later move on to the next class. It really kind of keeps things interesting. I think that students need to realize, fifth graders coming into sixth grade, that they're going to have a lot of support and a lot of help assisting them until they're ready to have the freedom that comes with middle school. And of course, Victoria knows that by the time you're at this point in 8th grade, ready to go on to high school, you're ready for even more freedom, and the middle school almost feels like constricting. If I could speak for Victoria in the 8th grade days.
I am very excited to go on.
And that's natural. I mean, that's what we want to see happen. We want to see people come in and be ready for the next step and support them through that. And it's an amazing 3 years. So by the time you've had all that growth and you've gone from being a sixth grader coming off. I mean, I still remember you guys the first day of school in sixth grade, and being so little and having that deer in headlights look of where do I go now, and the slowly becoming more used to it. And Jackie can probably relate, having just been through the transition earlier this year. And I hope that you both felt like everything worked out okay, and it was not anything to be scared of. That it was different, but also created a lot of opportunities for you. So I think that it's amazing 3 years, and to see the growth, from 6th, 7th, 8th grade, and now going on to high school, it's a very cool thing for me to be a part of that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.